Starshine friends. Today we are in Pipestone, Minnesota, which is in the southwest corner of the state and about 10 miles from the South Dakota border. We will be coming back a little while later in another video because there is so much rich history in this town, and it is considered by the Native Americans still to this day to be a sacred area. So we want to explore that. But in the meantime, today we are going to go to the Calico Cat Quilt Shop and talk with them about their wonderful store. We are now at the Calico Cat Quilt Shop, and this is Lori. She is the owner, and thank you for allowing us to come in and talk with you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So tell the audience a little bit about what you would like them to know about your shop.
Oh goodness. I don't know. It's hard to pick anything out specifically. We like to make kits. We like to put together kits for people. So people that are drawn to kits, it's a great place. But we also have a lot of yardage. I personally like metallics and batiks, so we try to have some of that in stock. Got some wide backs, trying to get more flannel in, kind of to balance things out a little bit, something a little softer than a regular backing, but not as bulky and messy to work with as minky.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
I kind of plug the flannel there for that.
Definitely.
And that's bulky enough as it is, but because I don't have a huge amount of space, but we've been in our downtown location for just over 2 years now and really like it here.
Great. And what made you start the quilt store?
I think it has to do with there was a need in the community. There's a lot of quilters in this area and within 50 miles of this area.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any place to go. I mean, we had to go quite a ways. And for some reason, I decided that I should be the one to fill that gap.
Good.
And it kind of came down to, asking myself, is it possible to have a bad day when you're surrounded by beautiful fabric?
And what would you say would be a downside of owning a quilt shop? I've heard people say that they have a passion for quilting and then they have their own quilt shop and there's no time anymore because it's all the business part of it that you have to deal with.
Very true. I don't think any small business owner though gets into it to be busy doing all the stuff they have to do as a small business owner. They get into it because they have a passion for doing whatever it is that all their customers are doing and they wish they could still be doing. But that's how it is, and yeah, I'm in it this deep now, so.
Do you have classes, or do you plan on having classes in the future?
I would love to have classes. I've been asked a lot about classes. We don't really have the space here very well. And really, as a small business owner, I need somebody else to teach the classes.
Sure.
So I just don't have enough time to do all of it.
Definitely.
So those are kind of my limitations right now. If we ever got a bigger space, I would love to do classes. Obviously, finding a teacher.
Sure. You have a great location right here on the corner.
It is. It's a nice location, and it's a great building. Our local Pipestone development group has completely redone this whole building.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it had been abandoned for about 10-15 years.
Wow.
And so
you never know it.
No, they gutted it, redid it, and it's just been beautiful. Nice high ceilings to display quilts. And
yes, and a lot of empty walls. Yeah, great to hang everything on.
Yeah,
everything just looks so nice. Well, I am going to ask two things of you.
Sure.
Okay, so as I explained in the Stonegate apple video when we were at the orchard, I had picked up 3 stickers and asked
those who viewed the video to let me know if they were interested in the sticker, and I would mail it to them. Well, they went really fast. So I'm going to do the same thing with Lori. I'm going to ask her to pick out 3 of her favorite fat quarters and have them ready for when we leave, because I also want to make the same offer to you on this video of, if you're interested, get right on it and tell me in the comments, and we'll get that fat quarter out to you. Also, I would like Lori to show me her favorite fabric, be it a bolt, be it a color, just what is her favorite? Now, I'm kind of looking over here, I have to take my glasses off, a row by row. Now, you were part of the Quilt Road, what's that called?
Quilt, Minnesota.
Quilt, Minnesota.
Yeah, that shop hop. Yeah. We actually, Minnesota has 2 statewide shop hops now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a spring one that goes for 2 months. It's called the All Minnesota Shop Hop.
Yeah.
And then the Quilt Minnesota is in the fall, July and August. So
that's the one I had heard about.
Well, Quilt Minnesota is the longer established one. It's been going for 18, 17 years, something like that. The All Minnesota Shop Hop in the spring. This next upcoming spring will be their 4th year, I think, in Minnesota. But they both bring a lot of people in. This 2024 was the first year I did both of them.
Well, I was just going to ask you to do both of them.
And there's a lot of shops that do both. Okay. There's some that only do one or the other for the same reasons, you know, different, the same reasons that people do one or the other or both of them. You know, I'm not available in the spring when this one happens. I'm not available in the fall when this one happens. Yeah, so there's a statewide shop hop for everybody.
I imagine that's a lot of extra work getting ready for that.
It is. The fall one is the one that had, well, no, they both have exclusive fabrics, I guess. So, yeah, working with the exclusive fabrics and everything, and yeah, the traffic is a lot higher, but it's a lot more fun too.
Nice. So,
and we've got some regional shop hops as well. And I've always doing stuff online. Well, no, I guess not lately. I have been doing Facebook Live sales. Not doing quite as many of those. Looking at doing those more just when it's a big deal, big event. Maybe 2 or 3 big ones a year instead of once a month, like I was doing. Because they're a lot of work too.
Yes. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, we would just like to kind of wander around with the camera and ooh and ah. And if you could just give me 3 fat quarters.
Sure.
And then at the end, show me what is your favorite bolt of fabric or color or something that is your favorite here in this building.
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
They get to be kind of like your kids. You don't want to favor one
over the other. And I always thought if I owned a quilt shop, okay, here's an application. You want to buy a yellow off of that bolt. Here's an application. Fill it out. I'll do a background check on you, and then come back next week, and I'll let you know if you can have that yard of yellow.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's just you're so attached.
It kind of gets that way, yeah. And you've got some that are, you know, a little bit less favorite, but I've got 2 people that help me out part time.
Good.
And so yeah, we've got a few of those kind of jokes about stuff too, about what our favorites are and aren't, but yeah, sometimes you feel like, or you end up telling people, I'm so glad this one is going to a good home because I really like that one and it's the last little bit, so I'm glad to see it go to a good home. But yeah, you get attached to them.
And see, my husband, who's running the camera, is already stacking things up to buy on the counter. So, well, yeah, that's like at the apple orchard. We spent $56 just walking in and doing a video. I was like, well, they made out on that one. I think you'll probably have about the same response here, maybe even more. You never know.
But yeah, we're always glad to see people, and we're also online. So been trying to do more online, have a website and everything. So
yeah, and it's a nice website too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We've just switched over in the last few weeks to a different website.
Oh, okay.
So it's completely redone
Mhm.
and still working on some of it, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So fun.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank
we
you.
will be back to you in just a second.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Please join me for episode 2, where you will see the 3 back quarters that Lori picked out for you, plus learn about how the Calico Cat Quilt Shop got its name. See you soon. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.